Hey, so I'm back in America. I was in Croatia for a week, then I stopped by Paris for like 20 hours for an overnight layover. But I'm back. It's crazy. I want to take time to reflect on it. And also, because this is a food channel, I want to talk about what it made me think about in terms of food and my personal life. So let me set the scene. I was staying in Split, Croatia, which is on the Adriatic Sea. I always thought Croatia was on the Mediterranean, but no, I was wrong. It's actually on the Adriatic. I don't really know what I was expecting, but I knew it was going to be good food. I was excited to try some food that I'd never had before and broaden my horizons a little bit. And also learning about the European food culture because it was probably going to be different from the American one, right? Okay, so here's 3 lessons I learned and then 3 actions that I want to take from those lessons and apply it to my own personal life. Number 1. Freshness and quality of the ingredients. I currently live in and have grown up in the tri-state area in America. With the demographic of the area that I live in, I have good access to pretty much any food ingredient that you could want at any point in the year. Like I could go get tomatoes in the dead of winter or go buy Croatian from the local H Mart anytime I want it. And yes, I do recognize that this is a privilege. And I'm not saying you can't find imported tomatoes in the winter in Croatia, because I'm sure you can. But in all the restaurants that I ate at, the quality of the ingredients was so high. And I think it boils down to a couple things, like where you're sourcing the ingredients from, how it's transported, where it's transported from, and also buying it in the season. You know, I found seafood dishes everywhere in every single restaurant that I went to. And they were all so good. Like this octopus salad and squidic risotto, probably the best of either that I've had in my life. So fresh and so clean tasting. Not to say I've had a lot of octopus salad and squid ink risotto, but still the best of those dishes I've had. And I don't even like seafood like that. The olives that came with the cheese and the cured meat, so balanced in saltiness and umami flavor. Not floppy or wet or gross or disgusting like I find sometimes here. And all of this put things into a new perspective. Maybe the things I didn't enjoy or the things I was on the fence about was because I hadn't experienced the good version yet. Still don't really like shrimp though. Can't win them all. Number 2, food culture. I feel like nowadays more people my age are skipping breakfast due to not having enough time or not being hungry or honestly just forgetting. And I've been that person many times actually, like today. But for a couple of days in Croatia, I took the time to sit down and fully enjoy a breakfast without any pressure to be somewhere else on time or to do something while I was eating. And yes, did I have the time to do it because I was on vacation and I had no other obligations? Yes. But I also noticed locals that were sitting at the cafe on a weekday, just chatting with a friend or sipping biela kavas or doing paperwork, just observing life as it passed by. It was nice. It was nice to put a meal first instead of as a second priority to do while you're commuting or working like I've been doing recently. And throughout the week, there were dinners that I went to with friends and we ended up staying at the restaurant for over 3 hours. Just chatting, sipping coffee, having dessert, whatever. I feel like I never do that here. Food and eating and connection, catching up with friends was the priority here. And I really enjoyed that. Obviously, I can't be spending hours every single day doing that kind of stuff, but it was nice to just have those moments where I'm just sitting there enjoying some quality time with my loved ones. I think I'm gonna throw more dinner parties, and I think I'll go grab dinner more with friends. Something so simple, like sipping a coffee and having a crepe together with my friends brought me so much joy, and I want more of that in my life. And number 3, the importance of language. Croatia was the first place I've been to where the local language was unlike anything I was familiar with. I didn't speak a single lick of Croatian before I went, and even when I got there, I couldn't understand any of the writing. But throughout the week, I picked up a couple phrases like "vala" and "doviđenja," and whenever I said it to like an Uber driver or a cafe worker, I generally got a positive reaction. I mean, they're probably not expecting any Croatian to come out of this guy, but yeah, it was cool. A lot of Croatian people did speak English too. I didn't really have any trouble getting by or communicating, and the same goes for Paris. I think everyone I encountered in Paris spoke English. It made me realize though that all these people that I've been talking to, they were proficient enough at English that they could communicate with me. Could be second, third, whatever language it was for them. I need to get back on my languages. I need to practice my Spanish. I want to talk to more people. My ultimate goal is like 6 languages. So we'll see if that ever ends up happening before my cognitive state declines. And I've always treated food as a way of communicating and connecting with people, right? Like, everybody eats. Eating is a universal experience. But if you can share a meal and a conversation with someone, that's awesome. Like, I want to be in the mountains of Peru sharing some stew with some local people laughing about their dumb childhood stories or whatever. You get the point. So yeah, 3 lessons, 3 actions. Lesson 1, the importance of good quality ingredients. I'm gonna strive for good and high quality ingredients in my cooking. 2, different food cultures of the world. Everyone's so different, and I think a lot can be learned from them. So I want to apply that non-hustle, non-America behavior, or it might be just be like a New Yorker or tri-state area thing. Like, I want to have a more chill day-to-day in terms of meals and eating, and share with more people. And number 3, the importance of language and communication. Food is a way of connecting, but also language is a way of connecting. I think I'm gonna work on my languages. Croatia was sick, Paris was sick. I wanna travel more, especially internationally. I wanna be like slapped in the face with new cuisine. So, gonna try to broaden my horizons. That's all, thanks for listening to me ramble. Everybody eats.